everything in life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you like chips? Well, I better try one.
Yes.
And then I probably will.
Yes.
So, beautiful. I'm delighted to hear that, because personally, I think that any assumption that we know everything about everything is the one thing that's wrong. Even if we're not connected to something, there may be a lot of validity in it. If we've had no direct experience of it, so we might as well be open and explore. And also listening to you, it's very, very clear that you didn't just wake up one morning, realize you were sensitive to spirit, and then just, put a thing outside the door saying, 50 quid for a reading. You've done a lot of in-depth study and training and practice over an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine that that's very, very important when you're teaching other people, because you're going to be teaching all different kinds of people with different needs and circumstances and so forth. Would you like to say a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think training is really important. Whatever you do in life, try to be the best that you can be at it. And for me, I'm the voice of the voiceless at the moment, voice of they're not voiceless spirit people, but we are their ambassador, we are their interpreter. And I have to do the best job that I can do. That's why I take my training and have taken my training so seriously, so that I can present their voices in the best way I possibly can and present what it is they're trying to say. So the training that I undertook initially, the children were young. I was only able to do what I was only able to do, Catherine. A weekend course, then nothing for 4 months. A week's course, then nothing until the finance came in again, etc., etc. But money became flowing a little easier as they got a little older. And I would do things like I would ask the spirit world, I really want to go and study for a week at the Arthur Findlay College, and I want to study with this particular teacher. I've put £100 deposit down. I have no further money. The course costs £750. Find me the money. And the money, £750, by the time payment day was due, it would be in my account. It would just come. No more than I needed, but just enough. And that's how I did it. I put faith in the spirit world that they would provide the money I needed for my training. And in a sense, that's why I do my own podcast now, so that people can learn for free, because there was nothing for me when I was first starting out, when I couldn't afford to go to classes. I couldn't get away from my children. Lots of people look after their mothers and fathers and sick family members, and they just can't go. There's loads of people across the world who live in cultures where there are no spiritualist churches, there is no training. And that's why my podcast speaks to guests from across the world to get their wisdom, advice, and their guidance for people that used to be in my position, or for the position I used to be in. That's why I provide that service for them now. But I've completely forgotten the question that you asked when I started off my chat.
It doesn't matter. My question's important